When you're asked to figure out which system of equations models a situation, test makers know that they've given you a whole lot of information and the answers are all scary. And so for a lot of students at this time, they start looking at it and their brain, it's too much and they just give up and guess. But if you slow down for just a minute, take a deep breath, instead of looking at the words and going too much and picking an answer, and just look at the information, and we're going to pick it apart a little bit, it's very easy to eliminate obvious wrong answers. And once you've eliminated obvious wrong answers, it narrows down our choices very quickly. So let me look at what I'm saying. The very first sentence, John caught 24 trout and catfish. Right there, they've given us a whole bunch of information. They've told us that our trout plus our catfish has to equal 24. So we're just going to start with that information. Trout plus catfish has to equal 24. And I'm going to look at my answer choices. So this first answer choice, I've got trout plus catfish equals 24. Okay, so answer A is still a possibility. Let's look at B. B says trout plus catfish equals 137. No. So before we even have to worry about B any further, we can cross it out because it doesn't match that very first piece of information. Now we move on to C, and we've got trout plus catfish equals 24. Okay, so C is still a possibility. And then D, trout plus catfish equals 137. So we can cross out B and D, and we don't have to worry about them ever again. So we know now that our answer choices are A and C. We got a 50-50 shot at this point, and we've done very little. So now let's look at the rest of what they gave us. Now we're talking about total weight. So when we look at our two equations, we've got total weight is 137. But let's see what they've told us. They've told us a trout averaged 2.5 pounds. So that would be 2.5 for the trout. And a catfish averages 8 pounds. So a catfish averages 8 pounds, so that's going to be 8 for the catfish. So now let's just look back at our answer choices. We know that 2.5 pounds is our trout. So when we look at answer choice A, they've got 2.5 pounds for the catfish. So we know right there that's obviously wrong. So we can go ahead and cross out answer choice A. Now hopefully answer choice C is going to match what we're looking at. So we look, we've got 2.5 pounds for our trout, that's what we wanted. 8 pounds for our catfish equals 137. So just with process of elimination, we found our answer.